Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nadia Ramadhani, and I am 190866216. I am student of adaptive physical education. Let me tell you about time of children with special needs. What is children with special needs? Is a child who needs more specific attention, affection, be it the home and school environment. Such specification exists because they have various barriers in the ground and have special characteristics that are different from children in general. First, Tunagrahita or Down syndrome. Tunagrahita is a person who has problems in his mental development. This can even be a condition of retardation that makes him have problems in various fields. For example, difficulty in communicating and socializing, difficulty in learning and understanding a problem. In general, deaf children do need special treatment, although it is not close the possibility to learn independently. Second, blind. Blindness is a person who has visual impairment, whether it is a total impairment or even only part of the vision. In this condition, a child must get special needs education early, especially if the condition is carried by the child from birth. Third, deafness. A person who has hearing impairment is called deafness. This disorder can be a loss of all hearing function or even part of it in general. Deaf children will have difficulty communicating, including socializing with others and their environment. Fourth, tunalaras. A homeless person in someone who have difficulty adapting well to the environment as well as those around him. Children with disability are generally difficult to communicate and have unstable emotion, so often cannot socialize with the environment and people around them. 5. Deaf. Tunadaksa is a person who has problems or abnormalities in his mobility device. The condition can be a permanent defect, especially in children who do experience the problem from birth. A deaf child will usually need a companion and also special education to train his movements. In addition to the five types of children with special needs above, there are still other types, namely children who have problems in e-learning, slow to digest lesson, children who have problems when learning something specifically, and children who are too intelligent, and also children who have problems when communicating with others. And last, autism or autism. Autism is a child developmental disorder caused by a disorder of the central nervous system that results in disorder in social interaction, communication, and behavior. Type of children with special need therapy. There are 10 types of therapy for children with special needs or children with special needs that we quote from various sources. 1. Play therapy. Somewhere, how do you play therapy? Yes, the play therapy should not be taken lightly. Because with play therapy, the way to learn children with special needs can be hard. Playing with peers is useful for learning to talk, communication, and social interaction. A play educator or therapist can help a child in this regard with certain techniques. 2. Developmental therapy. Examples of developmental therapy include four-time, sunrise, and RDI, relationship developmental intervention. This therapy studies its interest of children with special needs. its rank and level of developments. Next, applied behavior analysis or ABA. Quote from Paul Jateng. ABA is a type of therapy that has long been asked, has been conducted research and designed specifically for children with autism. The system as is to provide special training to children by giving positive reinforcements or give or compliments. This type of therapy is based measure projects. Recently, this therapy is the most widely as in Indonesia. Next, behavioral therapy. Autistic children often feel frustrated. His friends often do not understand them. They find it difficult to express his needs. There are many who are hypersensitive to sound like a touch. No wonder they grow bizarre a lot. A behavioral therapy is trying to look for the background of child's negative behavior and find a solution by recommending change in the child environment and routine to improve his behavior. Next, physical therapy or physiotherapy. Autism is a pervasive developmental disorder. Many autistic individuals have developmental disorder in the raw motor. Sometimes the muscle tone is flaccid, to that the page is less strong. Its balance is not good enough. Physiotherapy and sensory regeneration therapy will greatly help to strengthen his muscle and improve his balance. Next, speech therapy. Almost all children with autism have difficulty speaking and speaking. Usually, this is the most prominent many autistic individuals who are nonverbal or speak ability is very lacking. Next, biomedical therapy. Biomedical therapy was developed by an organization called DAN, David Autism Now. Many of these pioneers had autism children. They were very persistent in conducting research and found that the symptoms of these children were exacerbated by the presence of metabolic disorder that would have a big impact on impaired brain function. Uh, Occupational therapy or OT. Almost all autistic children have delay in fine motor development. Their movements are stiff and raw. They have difficulty to hold the pencil in the right way, difficulty to tell who hold a spoon and bright food to his mouth, and so on. In the case occupational therapy is very important to practice using its mouth muscle properly. Social therapy. The most fundamental drawback for individuals with autism is in the field of communication and interaction. Many of these children need help in the two-way communication skill making friends and playing together in the play group. Physiotherapy. Autistic individuals learn more easily by looking, or visual learning or visual thinking. This the use to develop method of learning communication through image, for example by the picture engines communication system method. Some video games can also be used to develop communication skill. Alright, some music therapy. For this therapy usually as beat instrument such as drums, percussion, tambour, or djembe. However, generally music therapy for this use drum music. One of the music schools that open drum music therapy is Gil Ramadan Studio Band in Solo Grand Mount SGM Solo. Next, hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy is a method of therapy with water media. Hydrotherapy is a beneficially for children with cerebral palsy, both for cerebral palsy and low, medium, and high muscle tension type. As we quote from Yakum Rehabilitation, children with cerebral passing can relax more in the water, can easily move their arms and legs because there is no gravity.